I just want to apologize up front for my roots. They look so bad and I'm so sorry. I really need to get my roots done. Like, oh my god, my blondness isn't showing anymore. Ah! So today I'm going to be doing a movie review that is not necessarily a new movie per se. It's kind of old. So I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite comedies, like by far. It's like in my top 10, I'd say. Just one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, and it is called Juno. Juno. I love this movie so much. Did this come out? 2007, I believe. That was a long time ago. It's like 8 years ago. Yeah, Jesus, that's a really long time. Juno has Ellen Page and Michael Cera and Jason Bateman, Jennifer Garner, Allison Janney, J.K. Simmons. I totally just read off the list on here. Sorry about that. This movie actually won an Oscar for Best Screenplay, which most people probably don't know about. So for those of you guys who don't know about Juno, it essentially is about a teenage girl who ends up getting pregnant and she has to deal with all these consequences, and it's really crappy, and yeah, she's just trying to grow up through high school and all these other obstacles that get in the way. She's trying to find adoptive parents for her child, so she doesn't have to end up taking care of a baby as a teenager, and that kind of sucks. Yeah, the plot's there. It's very obvious and it's very straight to the point, I'd say. It's not too complicated, it's not too crazy out of nowhere. This movie, I think, just is so original in the aspect of comedy. This movie is just quirky and weird and out of nowhere, and it's just so funky, but every single scene with the script is just so memorable. All the things they say are so memorable. I just love how the characters talk. I love Ellen Page playing Juno. I love Michael Cera playing Bleecker. I love these characters. They're just so... Each one of them is so different, and I just love it. They're just all out of nowhere. You have Juno's dad, who's the really loving father. Juno's stepmom, Allison Janney, she's freaking crazy. She's obsessed with dogs and she owns a nail salon. Michael Bleecker, he's a runner and he's very shy and quiet. Juno is out of nowhere. Like, she's just like, okay, I'm just this weird teenage girl and I'm just gonna make a joke about everything because I'm just so funny. And Jason Bateman playing the rocker cool guy, and then Jennifer Garner playing the serious sophisticated woman. You know, you just have a lot of these characters just very different, and I love that. I think it's for some reason they all work together even though they don't work necessarily. It's funny. This movie just is so genius and it's so unique. This movie has a really big heart. At the end you kind of just go, aww. I just think this movie has a lot of soul to it. I think this movie has a lot of personality. It just comes down to the basis that having a child as a teenager is pretty freaking crazy and it's hard to deal with. And I've even seen people in my high school that were pregnant and I haven't seen them since, so maybe they died, I don't know. Maybe they got shot off by zombies, I have no idea. Being a teenager is freaking crappy. Any teenager will tell you. It's just hard. It's the hardest years, I think, of your life. You have to go through so much change and you have to try to find yourself. It's just a very awkward, uncomfortable part of yourself, and you know, you're like a drawing and you're not fully etched out yet. You know, there's still blurs, there's still shadows that shouldn't be there, there's these things in the way. I love the soundtrack in this movie, okay? I think the songs match so well with the theme of the movie. It's so funny and it's so different and it's so original. It's just so, every time I watch it, I end up laughing my ass off and then I end up crying like at the end, and then I end up being really happy. I have all these crazy emotions in it, and it's really cool. I'm a gal in my Comp 2 class. She was coughing and sneezing up a storm, and she handed me her paper and I probably touched it and I probably never washed my hands afterwards, and I don't think I did, so that's probably where I got my sickness from. Yeah. It's just great. I love it. Germs are just a bitch. I want to take some time to push myself back to reality and find what I really love, because I'm kind of finding college right now to be a hectic mess. It's hard. Like, I don't think anybody ever prepared me for how hard college is. It's not easy, and millions of people seem to be going through it just fine, but I feel like I'm alone on that. You know, college is just, I walk in rooms, I walk in hallways, and I'm just so sad. Like, I hate that college isn't really specific for what I want to do right now, but I just have to stick through it, I guess. The reason why I think I'm only really going to college is because my parents didn't, and I need to go for them, to make them happy. I mean, maybe I don't know. I just have all these questions about my future, and I'm scared as hell. I'm terrified beyond belief for my future. Yeah, I just gotta get through finals, I guess, and you know, we'll see where that takes me. Life's pretty crappy right now. To be honest with you, it's like sucky. I hate it. I don't like it at all, but whatever. We're gonna stick through it, I guess. Thoughts on Juno, you guys? I will be planning on doing a Q&A video soon. I'm so sorry this is taking so long. I don't know when exactly, probably in the next 2 weeks. Sorry, you guys are gonna have to wait a little bit longer for that. Also, my friend Monica and me are gonna be planning on seeing Pitch Perfect 2 next week. We can't really see it this week because we're so busy with finals, and next week is our last week of school. And after finals, we don't really have much to do, so yeah, we're gonna be watching Pitch Perfect 2, and you guys missed Monica, right? Monica did a reaction with me on the Insurgent trailer reaction, and then she did a reaction with me on Hot Pursuit, the trailer. Monica is a sweetheart, and I love her to pieces. I miss you, Mon, if you're watching this. Love you. And yeah, we're gonna be doing that next week. We don't know when, though. Juno. Okay, bye.